G'day guys and welcome to the 2024 Vic Open presented by the Flying Distor. Massive thanks to Gatekeeper Media and Parked Media for creating and sharing some more Aussie disc golf content. We're at the stunning course of Inverleigh in the heart of Victoria. My name is Paddy Robinson and together with Tim Bowen and Andrew Ferguson, we are the Tee Off Podcast, back on the comms for another Aussie major.
Good to be back, boys. And we're on our home deck, Inverleigh. And look at the feature card. We've got Chris Hill, Dave Perry, Dill, the Pickle Feldman, and Alex Kynaston out of WA. We've also got plenty of players to watch. And let's see.
I just snuck in.
I'm not on the list, boys.
Oh, no.
I just snuck in.
That is sad.
By rating, you just missed out.
Scroll down a little further, you'll see Tim Bowen, I'm sure.
Alrighty, let's kick things off with hole one at the Inverleigh Disc Golf Course. It's a 185 metre par 4. Your landing zone's just about here, and then you've got a little tricky upshot getting over this funky little mound to a nice protected basket there.
Here's Chili, throwing something pretty stable to start things off, I think. But he's going to want a little bit of a drift on this backhand. But with the low canopy, you want to stable up just to stop it from burning into the ground, I think.
And if you thought that David Heath doing the announcements there needed a microphone, think again.
He's gone a little bit long, hasn't he, really?
Yeah.
Find himself pinched behind that large protecting gum.
I think he's between the Mando and the gum, so he should be able to go out to the right if he needs to, but he maybe went a little too long, a little too right.
It's good to see this boy back on lead card. Well, I shouldn't say lead card, feature card. David Perry, Peaches.
Surprised to see him go a backhand. I would have thought forehand with his power is good for this hole, but and that's a little low, a little into the ground, but he's got enough distance.
Not a bad spot.
He's going to need to put a bit of a move on the second shot. And here is a man that knows how to play the Inverleigh Golds, Dylan Feldman. Probably spends most days of his life out here hucking frisbees. And why wouldn't you? What a place to be.
Yeah, I reckon he's been the favourite going into this event, actually. And
This looks delicious.
A little turned.
Short enough, actually. That'll be a little bit pinched. But he
Yeah,
might have enough.
Here we go. The young gun, Alex Kynaston, out of WA. All of 15 or 16 years of age.
That's a really cool jacket, by the way.
Yeah. Was it Am Worlds?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Junior Worlds, I believe. Very good in the woods is Alex. And this is nice and controlled. A little turnover. Maybe the boy's getting caught out by a little sneaky bit of headwind. Inverleigh is known for some breezy days. As you can see in the fly-throughs, the trees are flapping. Today, actually not too bad, but there is a bit of a gentle breeze out there.
I love a Hank on the bag for Dylan as well.
Yes.
Makes Dylan look short.
Or 7'15" of him.
Well, this is a bit low.
He played for the Geelong Supercats, you know that? Yeah. In
Nice,
basketball, that is.
Yeah.
Nice shot from Dave there. Coming up a little short, and there is an overhanging branch that'll probably make that C2 putt very difficult to make, but easily going for 4 at that pace.
Speaking of jackets, I mean, we know Alex is from WA, so WA is like, 40 degrees every day?
And we're at about 18 in Inverleigh, so
that's why, hence the jacket and pants.
Oh, mate, this is so good.
Ooh, yeah.
It's gone long. Far out.
So you can go the little backdoor route that those boys are going, around the right, skipping it in with a right-hand backhand, or you can go straighter or a flex forehand over the mound. And this is quite a difficult shot. Looks like Dill is going for it.
I reckon he's just got enough, although this is going to come out pretty low. Yeah.
It's going left of the mound. This is looking great.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good tree, I think.
Really good tree.
That was going to go quite long, but he hit the line, which is impressive as far back as he was. So Chili a little pinched here.
Oh, I had to go
He's gone over.
Oh, wow.
I like this. Get over that mound. No, short.
It's going to be deep circle too, and he'll have a low branch to sort of putt under. I feel like the birdie's a little out.
It's questioning whether he should have gone under the branch there, but no, the Chili, that was very impressive. We're happy.
He's got another low branch to contend with there.
Oh, and a bit of a tester for par putt.
Can't tell if he was running that or just passing it to the cameraman. So, as I said, Dave's got that overhanging branch. Ooh. And he's got it there on the full, but difficult putt to make.
Alex is in a great spot for opening round. Give himself a chance at a bird.
And this is what you want for first putt of a big tourney. Oh, and into the band.
That's what you want.
You don't want that.
Shrug it off. Shrugged it off. You're
the distance fine, but
you'd rather miss high than low, particularly for that first one.
Oh, geez, he did have a comebacker.
And that's going to be an unfortunate slip up for Chile.
Yeah, that's an unforced error.
Dave in for the par. As we see, look how close that tree's left, Dill. Fantastic.
It's a good break.
Oh, off the pole.
Centre pole. Too good.
As we see the boys tap in and Chile, unfortunately, in for the bogey.
Bogey or double? Did he miss a Mando?
Oh, I thought that was just a bogey.
Don't know. Anyway, yeah. All right, hole 2, 123 metre par 3. As you can see, you've got a few trees to navigate into the open here, and then you need something to sort of fade back at the pin. This hole typically has a bit of headwind, so it's going to be interesting to see how these boys navigate it.
Yeah, throwing from a protected area, like in the trees, across a golf fairway, which is basically a tunnel of wind, makes this shot very difficult.
This one's probably not turning as much as Dylan would have liked, and it's going to hyzer out. He's going to have a long putt.
And not a bad result. He'll have an open C2 look from there.
Yeah,
but obviously
not a bad miss.
Yeah. You can't really throw a flat backhand here. You kind of need to flex it.
Which is what we did when we designed the hole.
We did, Paddy. Yes. Yeah. We designed this one about 5 years ago now, I think, and then
we did sneak a little line in there for the lefties.
Yeah. It is there if you want it.
I've had absolutely no thanks for that.
Let's be honest, nobody likes disc golf lefties. So, enough said. Great shot from Dave, though. That is as intended, nicely wrapping up into C1.
That was a beautiful drive. Do you reckon that's like a Thunderbird or something from Dave?
I imagine it'd be something about that.
Yeah. Now, Alex is also, he's Innova sponsored. Be interesting to see what he can do here. Oh, this has a good move on it, and I really like the height.
It does need to get around those trees, and it has. Oh, that's going to be parked.
So easy. Oh, goodness me.
Mind your head. Mind your head.
They're making this 120 odd metre hole look like it's a mid-range shot. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Chile. I'm not sure what this purple driver is, but he goes to it a lot.
Lots of flex, something overstable, maybe a little high, but it's got through the tunnel nicely.
Oh, look at that.
Just bouncing off Alex's disc in the bullseye. Let's go, Chile. This is one that you want to get, this hole. Inverleigh doesn't have any gimmies. No gimmies. So, nice par 3, relatively open, is definitely what the doctor ordered. And Dill, that is not a very good bid from that range. It's going to have about an 8 metre comebacker.
Lovely.
Very nice par.
It's nice when you're confident with your putting. You can just miss that far and still get it.
What's that?
Just clean it up.
What's confidence in putting?
You're about to see it here, Fergs, because Perry's stepping up, kick off the birdie run, straight in.
He is such a smooth putter. I love it. Looks like he's got all the time in the world.
And let's throw to a commercial break while we've got two boys tapping in from 5 centimetres and 10 centimetres respectively.
Chile putting with a driver.
Bang, bang. Well done, boys.
I do like the old putt with your driver.
Yeah.
Dave Dill letting down the star frame there as we have a peek at hole 3. Par 4, 202 metres. Very difficult hole, this one. A flex forehand off the box or a backhand roller. You don't want to be left because it really shuts off your angle for the second shot into this very protected basket. This is a hole that won't see too many birdies, I wouldn't have thought. Very difficult one to get.
Yeah, it's a tough one. And as you probably would have seen now at Inverleigh, the style of gums we've got, they're very kind of droopy and hanging over. Oh, that's far, isn't it?
Yeah, Dave got a bit of a kiss, a fortunate kiss off that tree.
Yeah, kicks to the left, no good. So that was pretty fortuitous not to go all the way into the rough on the left. Alex going for the forehand, which you really need to push straight for a long time. So putting a little bit of flex on it is not a bad idea.
I do like this play because you get a bit of a fade out to the right-hand side.
Yeah.
You just don't want to be in the middle of those guardian trees. So I reckon he's done okay there.
Yeah, he's gotten all the way out to the golf fairway, which is going to be not a bad place to throw your second from.
Oh, I was really hoping to see Chile throw a forehand here, but anyway, we'll have to wait.
This is looking early.
It's got a
turning
drift.
though.
It's working. That is working.
I still think he might be a little left, but it's definitely not a bad result because it looked a little skinny out of his hand.
I love it. These boys are making this this drive look very easy.
It is not that easy, let me tell you.
No, very tricky halter. Doesn't matter how well you throw off the first shot. The second shot is still going to be difficult. Dylan.
That is early. Yeah.
Great kick, though.
Yeah.
Fantastic kick.
Now this is when like par becomes a bit of a challenge for.
Look at the
in this
trees he's
position.
got to throw through here.
Oh, goodness
Low
me.
and driven.
Far out. Skip.
Oh, and he's got the skip too. Oh, he's looking
What
at a bird.
shot.
I'm
Far
sorry.
out, man.
With his raptor eye rive
I'm
from
sorry.
way back. And the face says it all.
I think he surprised himself.
Nobody gets
That's
nobody
like 140 meters.
nobody gets into C2
Easy. Nah.
from that spot.
That
Nobody.
is something.
That wasn't higher than a meter off the ground the entire
Far
flight.
out, man.
Like Alex was significantly further up the fairway and is significantly behind where Dill just landed.
No wonder his back hurts. Far out. That was unreal.
So let's see the angle that Dave's got. He's going to have to show something on a steep hyzer.
Oh, I like this. Come on. Big skip. Big finish.
You might get caught up in that stuff in the left of the basket. Yeah.
Gone a little long, but that's not a bad place to be.
He'll have an interesting part, I reckon. Maybe just outside circle. Chili.
Yeah, not too left at all. Plays the skip shot.
Yep. And gets the skip.
That should be
Yeah.
about 10 to 12 metres for the birdie.
Dylan's his drive's still closer than those
That's
boys.
insane.
Far out.
What?
I want to go back to that. We need a slow-mo of Dylan's expression because that's what we were all thinking, Dill. So everybody putting for the birdie. Alex first to act from range.
Oh, yes.
Oh, run it inside.
yes.
That's deep C2.
So he's had a band hit for birdie on the first hole and then 2 birds, which is fantastic. I told you weren't going to see many birdies on hole 3. I told you, boys.
Yeah.
So Dave won't be too much further out, but he's got a couple of trees to contend with.
Oh.
And just looked like he did have to hyzer it a little bit from that angle.
Probably had enough room to give it a go, but Chili. Oh.
Caught some right side, but that anhyzer out of his hand didn't help its catchability, unfortunately.
Let's see if Dill can capitalise.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Still, man, to walk away, being that early, to walk away with the par.
Yeah.
Straight up, if he got that birdie, I'd have just switched to MA1. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not beating that.
Most people from there are just playing for bogey, mate. at best.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Wait for Dill. Come on, mate. Tap in, will you? No,
He's
lovely par.
he's unhappy, but you got to be happy with the par after that drive.
Oz Discs, powering Team Heiser Flight. Check them out at ozdiscs.com.au.
Alrighty, moving on to hole 4, 93 metre par 3. The danger on this one is that dam that you see to the right of the basket. The basket's perched up on this very precarious hill. It's a pretty tough one here, boys.
And that water, black as a dog's guts, mate.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what's swimming in that thing. So
Black as a koala's nose.
going out to the left with a forehand is a fantastic idea.
That is a scary putt coming up,
So
though.
he's going to have a 9 metre death putt, well, maybe a little closer, but any clean whiff and any sort of metal hit that doesn't stay in the tray is going to be
This is the ace line.
risky.
Skip up.
Actually, no, it's just the park line.
Settle. No, that's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
That's,
Ooh,
he's got a little angle to putt on.
Somehow got behind that log.
it's a bit rude.
Chili, I imagine, throwing the stall. That's a little
Yeah.
skinny, but that's what happens when you're only thinking about that dirty black water that you're throwing over. And the drop zone for this hole is on the other side of the dam, so if you do go OB, really you're getting a 4 at best.
Dylan, this needs to flip up a little bit, or is he just punched the distance? No.
Yeah, that is very left.
And
Yep.
I don't even think Dylan's running that one.
No,
I think that's layup territory.
that is a par.
We will hold our breath though, because who knows? He may run it. Chili laying up to the base, smart boy. You can see the flag on top flapping a little, so the breeze is getting up.
Yeah, wise.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, lovely.
Even those little up shots, just don't roll.
Oh, even Alex.
Alex.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, he wanted none of it.
I mean, 2 down through 4. I think anybody would take that on Inverness Golds.
Yep.
Come on, Perry.
I've seen some discs fly straight past the basket.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Great putt from Dave. I think if he had a whiff that one, it wouldn't get in the water, but it still would have been a pretty long comebacker.
Actually, I was just thinking Alex was probably putting into a headwind, which is a bit nervy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little elevated. You have to have your nose up to get to this basket, so you
Looks
are right,
like
Paddy.
Chili's been drinking a can of Coke and then sneezed on that disc.
Some sort of custom dye job.
I don't know if I could putt with a disc that crazy looking.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
He makes it
I
work.
won't call him out, but it does look like a premium plastic disc that he's putting with.
Yeah,
But
I know.
anyway, we'll look past that as we have a
Alright.
look at hole 5.
Yeah, 99 metres, par 3. You can go. We've tried to entice people going down the middle, but the play is really this big hyzer line.
99 metres? You course designers couldn't find one more metre?
Nah, 99 metres, 99 problems, Tim. and
hitting a
and a
tree
birdie
is
ain't one.
So the backhand hyzer is the chicken route. You're not taking the straight gap down the tunnel straight at the basket. You do have to get pretty lucky late in the flight. Looks like Alex
Oh, come on.
He's going to do it.
hasn't got the stones to have a run at the last putt, but he's going for this gap. What an absolute boss.
Oh, get round that.
Do you reckon that's a rock or a fairway?
Well, it looked like it flew like a rocket,
Yeah.
flipped up. Maybe just a little bit too much turn, but he definitely hit the line, which was very impressive. That gap is so narrow.
Chili opting for the high hyzer.
I don't think this gets you a birdie look.
No, you see two at best, really.
That's a-
Unless you
All
roll
right.
into... Okay.
Thank you, Chili.
How'd that get there? That was so
I
steep
love-
on the hyzer.
You don't
happy
take
to
that
be
route,
proved
Paddy?
No, I go low and hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but the right
Yeah.
right gap. Yep.
Oh,
No,
that was skinny. Did it hit something?
Well, he's
looks like it did.
Oh.
It's still flying though, and it
He's
is
murdered a
wrapping
branch.
up a little early. No, I go the high route. Generally gets you
Yeah.
to if you can hit the line perfectly, you can get to like edge of C1, just outside C1, which I take on this hole any day of the week.
Perry. He's got a tricky little approach. You just don't want to hit early here, but he's up to the task. That'll be pretty straightforward up and down. Deal with a touch forehand with.
Oh, he's gone the
jeez.
turnover forehand.
Yeah,
Interesting choice.
that
I'm
was with a slammer too.
that was too overstable. We could have gone out
Too
to the left with
overstable.
the slammer.
Mm.
Come on, Hank, you're the caddy, mate. That's on you.
Yeah, I think Hank gave him the wrong disc.
Got to talk him through that one. So, Alex,
He's hit a big putt already. How's that confidence?
timing just a bit off on that one. And he's gone a little fast. He's going to have a bit of a comebacker. I'm impressed with that drive, though.
Mm.
Didn't think we'd see many players taking the tunnel.
Oh, he's changing up putters. What's going on?
Oh, it's too high.
He heard me.
Jilly just saying I'm going to have a few words with you, basket, after this round.
Alex, the tap in. Lovely.
There we go.
Very nicely done, Alex.
Perry should be all over this.
Oh, that was a little high. Squeaked that one in.
And then
This is often
who's
what you
next
see
up?
on hole 5.
What a bunch of par putts.
Bunch of par putts. Yeah. Very difficult one to get into the circle.
I can't remember if I did birdie it in the round. I don't think I did.
If you're going low and hard, Paddy, I'm going to say you didn't.
I think I went low, hard, and early.
Yeah. As we get onto the first of two big boy holes. Hole 6, 304 metres to par 5. Need to get out of this tunnel to start with. Onto the golf fairway where we take a dog leg to the right. Open up a big backhand shot that settles right about here, or just to the right of where the drone is flying is the ideal landing zone, because we've got another tunnel to hit as we reach this true par 5. Very, very difficult hole, this one.
Oh, David.
Oh, is it going to get to skip?
That is perfect. That looked too low out of his hand, but it was overstable enough. And trust me, getting a forehand all the way through this tunnel
That's a good
takes
one.
some power.
That's
Yeah.
a good
Big shot.
120 probably today,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, having it a foot off the ground too.
That's it. The flex is
I like
not a
that.
bad idea, and it's coming
he's
back.
out there.
Yep, nicely done.
great.
But you can see he got full flight out of that, and he's still 20 shy of Dave Perry's shot. Just evidence of that power.
Oh, this one's turned over.
Oh, that's
That's a good kick.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic. That is a fantastic kick. We haven't even mentioned the beautiful and most hated bush in Australia, the acacia bush, and that's exactly where Chile was hitting. They've got needles, blackberry bush style needles.
It's like going to the tattoo artist
Dylan.
every single time you go in.
Dylan,
there.
hang on a minute.
Oh, what are we going?
Hold
Where's he
your
going?
breath. Hold your breath.
Do it.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Has it got the turn? He's hit the line. It looks like it's
Sure
going to
does.
stable out though.
This would be big enough to be out there, though.
Yeah.
Surely.
So he's been fading away from the basket at the end. He's going to have a massive second shot, but he's past all the trees. So,
Yeah.
Paddy, I've seen you take that line and end up 5 to 6 meters behind the tee pad. So,
Yeah.
very impressive, Dill. Very impressive by Chile as well.
I'll argue it
Yeah.
takes even more skill to do what I did.
It does actually.
Did it hit anything? No, just air. Okay. All bang. Here we go.
Yeah.
And
This
he's
is
got the
huge.
turn.
There's a
golf green.
sand scrape up there.
There's not a problem at all for
No.
Dylan though. This is absolutely perfect.
Wow.
That is a munch. Goodness me.
Alex, pretty routine backhand. There's a
Ooh,
little
get out
high,
of it.
little turned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming in quite short.
I don't think he executed that one as well as he would have liked. He is a world distance champion.
Yeah, and he's currently in a bit of a grey zone where he just landed because he's too close to go the spike highs or over the trees and too far away to really go those.
I reckon he might be all right to,
You reckon?
to go over.
Peaches Perry.
All bang.
He wants the corner.
Halo Destroyer. This is coming in
This is mashed.
a nice angle. Beautiful
Oh,
spot.
wow.
And you can see there, if you just push it
yeah.
a little further than where the drone flew, you get a nice open look at the basket.
Mate, he's in jump hunt range.
Again,
He's looking at
boys,
eagle.
For an eagle, yeah, that's wild.
just taking a peek, 997 feet. You couldn't have found another meter or another 3 feet.
No, again, well, we weren't looking at feet when designing it. I'm sorry.
We are in
Northern Hemisphere.
We are in Australia.
We are in
aren't
Australia. No, 304, that was enough. You know, sometimes I've designed a course and gone, I was at 90, no, it was 100. I've gone, no, I'm taking a step back.
Yeah,
Screw
that's
it.
what you should
99. Just to annoy people.
Oh, this is a really
Oh, that was a
good
kick.
effort.
Yeah, got the line, little low. Maybe needed to stable up and get that skipping, really emphasise the skip. Dill, just with what, a slammer you say this disc is? Yeah.
I don't know if that one is actually.
This looks good.
I think it might
oh,
be.
maybe it is,
wasn't,
yeah,
wasn't,
yeah.
wasn't exactly gliding for us there.
Yeah.
He's done very well. Big second shot
Dave, little cheeky run maybe.
with the alien.
Oh, no, he's just laying it up. A little bit short, but he's all right.
Yeah.
Do any Innova pros throw the alien?
He does.
That's a good point.
Well, he's not-
Or do you
not-
mean like the US pros?
I meant the US pros.
It is
Interesting disc.
it's a funky disc.
It's a very funky disc.
Oh.
Alex with
Gee.
second or third band hit? What are we thinking here?
Yeah, at
Is there a
least
couple?
second.
Oh, Chili's got the vomit disc out again.
I'm just
That's
going to
a
go out and
good
say
part.
it. That's a premium plastic disc.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't look past that. Chili,
Does it not get cold or rain where he lives?
sort yourself out, Chili. Sort yourself out.
It's like one of those poisonous frogs, you know?
Yeah, the
Like-
cane toad.
Yeah,
the
the
Aussie
cane
cane toad.
Yeah.
Dave putting away another birdie, 3 under. If you
And
don't
he's just
mind.
showing off the alien just for
Yeah,
me.
there you go.
Thanks, Perry.
Alex with just a smidge
He
of
just
meat on the bone.
I saw he just wiped his hand on the ground to get a bit of dirt. You do not do that at Inverleigh because of the dead acacia needles.
Yeah.
He's going to be busting the tweezers out as he walks over to hole 7. So we see Dill in for the birdie. I'm impressed. Taking that
Loves
Anheuser
it.
line off the box.
Loves it.
He knows how impressive that was.
All right, we move on to hole 7, the second of our back-to-back par 5s. This one is a big one, 343 metres. It's probably a little bit more attackable just because it's quite open and quite a wide fairway to work with. It's just long.
throwing off a slightly elevated pad too, so you can really unleash, as Dave has. He's hoping it doesn't turn over too far, which it looks like it has, but he hasn't gone into the rough, so you take that.
Oh, listen to that.
Look at the grunt on the man.
Oh, no.
How can you grunt that hard and not give it enough flex?
Oh, that's a very good kick.
Yeah, he's settled on the very edge of the fairway. He's going to be well back. He's going to take some big boy distance on shot number 2.
Chile is known as the Sharapova of Australian disc golf.
He puts everything into every shot.
He's just
doesn't
as
he?
hot, so that's fair.
Deal with
Dylan.
a lot of highs are out of the hand. This is looking massive. It's got the catch cam turning around, which is always a good sign.
Bang, bang.
And that is right in the middle of the fairway. As you mentioned, here's Alex, world junior distance champion. And he's just throwing a controlled turnover backhand. Maybe a little
that's
nose
big.
up, but it's drifting. That's going to get down healthily on the fairway.
It's a good choice not to go too hard off the tee. Just get yourself in play and then maybe attack on your second.
Absolutely. This fairway is so wide, but it's so easy to not be on it.
Yeah. I think once you get off it, it's hard to just stay on it. I don't know. It's wide, but yeah.
It's wide, but I don't know. Something about throwing full stick and getting greedy and just going like what Chile's done here from the left side to the right side.
If he punches through, there is a little bit of a forehand line in there.
Actually,
I think he's done all right.
He's in the perfect forehand spot. He's happy too.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Decent distance there, actually. That's probably 140, 150 metre drive.
Very nicely done. Would Dave go the roller here or just a big backhand shot? Yeah, just another big backhand shot. It's turning
I like
nicely.
the shape of it.
That's such good trust.
That is a beautiful looking shot. That's going to leave him with about, 85 metres into the pin?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say that.
It doesn't really feel like it, but we are
It's a turn.
playing
Not-
slightly downhill.
Yeah, not turning and not getting the result there. He's pulled to the left after a little bit of a leafy tree hit.
And when we say slightly, it's very slightly.
Yeah.
Inverleigh is a flat track
Yeah.
if you're playing the course.
Still, he's probably been about 150 off the drive. See what he can do here.
Is he thinking like green?
No, it's surely not. He's pretty far. And
No.
there is that sand scrape, which we haven't mentioned
Oh,
yet. This is hitting... Celebrating early. So we haven't mentioned the sand scrapes. This is a golf course out in a very dry area of Australia where they can't maintain the traditional golf greens. So our greens are sand. I don't know how the golfers go with the sand scrape greens. Can't imagine it's great. But they're fantastic disc golf obstacles because that round disc of sand that you see there catches your discs and gives you an OB stroke
Yep.
without fail.
It's not quite a bunker. Like you can, I know there's a whole technique where you actually wipe a nice flat surface, replace your ball, and then putt your ball into the hole. It's very strange, but it works. And
I don't know. I don't think it does work. But it's fantastic for disc golf because it's very, very grabby. Alex skipped off it just then, but quite often they just grab your disc and give you a penalty shot.
Jeez, this is an understable disc that Perry's forehanding straight up there. Oh, what a good tree too.
Yep.
He's parked for the bird.
That would look like it was going a little long, but beautiful shot.
Mate, that is some trust.
So Dill, after that fantastic tree kick, nothing but a turnover putter into the green. That should settle up in C1. No problems at all.
Very smooth.
Here we go with the cane toad.
the cane toad.
Ooh, into the band.
They're a pest in Australia, cane toads.
So are premium plastic putters.
So's your disc, Chili.
Yeah, nice little run.
He's hopping mad. He's hopping mad.
All right, Alex, he's going to be in circle 2.
Maybe
Has a
just
look.
in C1. No,
Oh, yes.
step up. Oh, the band hits. Oh boy,
That's definitely 3 now.
he's hole 7 with about 7 band hits.
Lovely from Dill. When you're that far down the fairway, you kind of got to birdie it.
Yep.
But
Had the luxury of that upshot not even being super dialed, but so close that easy putt for the birdie.
speaking of easy putts for a birdie,
I wonder what that disc that he flipped up with a forehand was.
yeah, I'm not like Mako, maybe? It wasn't. It's definitely a...
I mean, an understable Mako, sure, but...
Oh, no,
I think it's a rat. It's a rat.
Oh.
Mate, he flicked that thing like 70 metres. That's...
I love his bag.
Solid.
There's just so much random stuff in there.
No, Alex.
Blech.
That one looked a little rushed, and when you've hit the band that many times, like sometimes you can be thinking, just don't throw it too high on this one, and all of a sudden you're off your line. Unfortunate for Alex, dropping in the bogey. Still 1 down through 7, which you do take. As I said, Inverleigh, difficult track, and getting through the front 9, 1 or 2 under par is not a bad result. Attack the back 9.
All right, next up, hole 8. 103 metre par 3. We are deep in some trees here. You'll see some guys go the forehand, maybe even a high-speed, understable driver to get something to flip up and flex over and finish. It is a bit of a slight right turning fairway, so bit of a tricky hole this one to get the birdie, and the pin is actually elevated.
And you boys have tried so hard not to make it a forehand hole by putting the pad there. It's so awkward.
Yep.
And we still go for it because we love it. You can see Dave there. He was trying to cut the angle.
That's what you get, Dave.
That's what...
Go backhand.
Throw a turnover backhand flexi shot. Come on.
The backhand turnover, I'd love to go for it if that tree that's 5 metres in front of the pad wasn't...
What do you mean? That's the whole point of that being there.
Yeah, but I'm
that's the point
saying
of it.
I will hit that 8 times out of 10, so I go the forehand just to get past it.
Look, that's
But
how you
this
do
is
it, mate.
Fantastic
Oh,
deal.
this is
Fantastic.
beautiful.
It's an easy backhand.
Easy backhand. You just have to be one of the best players in Australia.
Oh, here we go.
So
We get
Chile...
to see the sidearm. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be a footfall for a second, but he snuck on the pad.
Yeah, I was like, it looked like his left foot was off the pad, but maybe it was lifted. Who knows with Chile's form?
Everyone's straight to the comments after that one.
Alex with a nice turnover. He's hit the line, just caught one of the last trees. And that's why, I feel like even if I get past that first tree, the last few trees, a bit of a lucky dip.
I'll have to shout out the local legend, the disc golf rep there at Inverleigh, Luke Pote, for building this nice pyramid. I know Tim likes it.
The Great Pyramid of Inverleigh. Love it. I do love it.
Apparently there is a couple of chambers under there as well. I don't know what's in there, but...
It's not quite the Eagles Crossing cake hole, but it's our version of it, and I love it. So Alex with a bit of a tester. Quite elevated this this basket, I should say.
Couple of prickles in his bum. There's a good
Oh,
putt.
That's a great putt.
There's a
for
good
par.
putt.
Took his time on that one, learned his lesson after the last hole, and that's a really good result from that range.
Jacket's off. He's heating up.
So here we go. Oh, boy.
Yep.
Run it in.
That Anheuser cane toad putt. It's just
That's it.
craziness.
Got some venom to it.
Ribbit.
They are venomous, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you bite them. Goodness me.
Are they venomous? I think they're
Yeah.
poisonous.
Poison. Okay. Oh.
I don't want to get the...
Venom, poison.
I don't want to get fully technical on you
Yeah.
boys.
Oh, the amphibian lovers will be onto you.
As we take a peek at hole 9, this one is a perler of a hole, 219 metres, par 4. A nice backhand just through these trees here. If you can get out to the golf fairway, you've done a lot of things right. Then you've got a pretty hazardous approach shot over the sand scrape green. You can't go too long as there is OB wrapping around the basket as well. Just a very, very nice par 4, boys.
Yeah, and this looks absolutely delicious from Dylan.
Stay
If that
up.
gets up the hill, yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Beautiful. He knows just getting past those trees is all you need to do. Just want a clean shot on the second. 219 metres, maybe a little uphill, and just plays a little bit longer, this one, don't you think?
Yes, it definitely does. If you go, you can't really see it, but there is a little bit of a dip in the middle of the fairway. If you kind of land in that, you feel like you're throwing uphill a bit more.
Harold's Ditch. That's what it's called, apparently.
There you go, after one of the local golfers.
Through that.
Oh,
And Perry has squared up that tree and kicked backwards. It's going to be, I want to say, par at best from that range. He may be able to crank a big backhand, but it's going to be fairly technical over Harold's Ditch.
What do we got here? Is this a Gould? Gould? That's a grunt, that one.
We're
Got to
chilly.
get under that branch. This will
Beautiful
be great.
shot.
Yeah.
Come on, get off those.
That's a big drive. He's got
Yeah.
some sneaky distance, doesn't he?
Beautiful spot. This basket as well is like on like the tiniest of mounds, But for some reason, that puts it into another hemisphere where there's like 40k winds, no matter what the weather is. It's such a difficult basket to putt on.
Get past it. Yes.
It's going to go right at the tree.
Yeah, this is big.
Beautiful shot.
This is big.
It's going to have that uphill run up on the second, which can make your approach shot a little bit trickier, but very good drive. You would take that any day of the week. So Dave, he has kicked backwards and he's got like an odd standstill flex forehand. I think this is for the par play.
Oh, okay.
Catch it.
Get off the golf
Wing.
green.
Oh, it's just
and he
across.
got through.
How did that thing stay up?
I called par at best, but that is a fantastic shot from Dave. His forehand
Did you
power.
see? Ash had a bee on his knee.
I thought he was wiping something else.
Oh, fair to say, he was just excited, mate. Oh, as you would be.
This is good too.
Dave Perry's forehand is just ever impressive. So good. Here's Dill with the Pickle Pioneer. He's got a lovely custom stamped pickle jar on the front of that disc.
Can someone teach me how to throw these low forehands?
This is going to be
is it gonna
very close.
Oh.
Ash with the bee.
He knows
Ash
his
with the
plays.
bee.
What a bees on hole 9 these days.
Must be a wasp.
You could tell he knew that was long. I bet you he's thinking, did Ash kick that back in bounds for me? What a
Well, I
legend.
love this.
Yeah, this is a nice angle from Chile.
Up on the hill. Oh,
the
into
cage.
the tray.
Oh,
What a shot, Chili Dog. With the tap in birdie, if you don't mind. Let's see that again. It got bloody close, boys.
yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful line, hanging it out over the OB on the right-hand side there.
I reckon he's just hit the lip of the...
He's got a kiss off that.
So he's
Oh, look
just
at that.
front of the mound. And, yeah,
Doink.
Oh, mate.
so close. And look at it settle. 2 meters.
Far out. That was awesome.
Very good. So deal with the putt for the birdie. Not quite making good on the attempt.
Decent bid from about 12 metres there.
Absolutely.
Look at Dave. I said par at best, and all of a sudden he's got a 7 metre for the birdie right in the heart of the
stop it.
chains.
5 down
That
through
is
9.
huge. And he is the outright leader at this point.
Really solid.
5 down.
Yeah. That is a solid front
He's
line.
played some very good disc golf at it in Bleed, Dave.
I mean, I'd probably go as bold to say the front 9 is the more scoreable.
Oh, I kind of think it's the backs, but I think maybe just because
Yes.
really depends. The front 9 is longer. Back 9 is shorter but more technical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends what you prefer. Dave with the power game.
Oh, chilly. The almost eagle.
Yeah, that's
Far
insane.
out.
Jeez. And Dylan unfortunately letting down the
Yeah. First beer frame.
Star
Yeah.
frame on 9. Nice
Star
second one,
frame.
actually. Dill's 02, hole 2. Yeah, I'm counting the beers.
Yeah, right.
And then we'll wrap things up. Wrap things up for this front 9 of round 1. Look at the results. We've got Chili 1 down, Perry at 5, Dylan in second place at 4 down, and Alex in a tie for third at 2 down. Very hot scores for this front
Yeah.
9, boys.
Really solid.
Absolutely. A big thanks to our Park Boys for creating the coverage and to Gatekeeper Media for sharing it to the disc golf world. I'm Andrew Fergus. I'm joined with Tim Bowen, Paddy Robinson. We are the TL Podcast, and we'll join you for the back 9 of this round 1 at the Vic Open 2024.